Start. Abrogation is a word we have seen a lot of since August 5 this year. Apart from its legal sense, it is also a word that bears immense moral meaning. The current political circus in Maharashtra has showcased a cynical abrogation of responsibility to constitutional values by those in power. Once the dust settles and it is business as usual, can one seriously expect any of these players to rebuild trust in the institutions of governance? Granted, there was an undesirably month long hiatus in government formation after declaration of results on October 24, but it was hardly such an emergency as to warrant the dubious revocation of President's rule in the middle of the night and the dawn swearing in. How the office of the President or the Governor lent itself to this travesty is another story altogether. Will there be any scrutiny, leave alone any attempt to secure accountability for these actions? In the press conference announcing his resignation as Chief Minister, Devendra Fadnavis deflected questions on this and reserved much of his address to attacking his former ally. He repeatedly said that Hindutva was being jeopardized by the obeisance Shiv Sena is paying to Congress President Sonia Gandhi. One can expect that BJP will be using many of these salvos to attack its former Hindutva ally in the days to come. The two parties were in an electoral alliance since 1989, and Shiv Sena was seen as the senior partner in Maharashtra at least. For most of the years, the two were together. With the rise of BJP after 2014, Sena was forced to play a supportive role, and it had made no secret of its discontent. Indeed, Shiv Sena distancing itself from BJP is perhaps the biggest development of the entire spectacle, and both its former as well as its new allies will watch its every move closely. How far, instance, will the break in the Saffron alliance affect the rhetoric of Hindutva and the building of Hindu Rashtra? Are we seeing an assertion of Marathi pride by all the three parties in the Mahavikas Aghadi over BJP's nationalist rhetoric? There are other big questions. While he soon became the classic leader without any followers, the jury is still out on the real role of NCP leader Ajit Pawar. Though the Anti-Corruption Bureau claimed he was not implicated in the alleged rupees 70,000 crore irrigation scam of 2013, its decision to announce the closure of 9 cases in the brief time he was Deputy CM is questionable. There will be no end to the speculation on his real intentions. Why did he risk his political career to ditch his uncle? Did he do it at his behest? More to the point, what will be his political role now? In the normal course, electoral politics is compelling. Who won, who lost, who crossed over, and who was checkmated. But minus the flip flops, the posturing, and the rhetoric televised for posterity, what have we been left with in Maharashtra? A new government and an entirely new alliance that has been formed to run the state, touted as one of the wealthiest in the country, the most industrialized, contributing the highest GDP to the country, and seen as the seat of corporate power in India. Despite this, health and education indices are hardly anything to write home about. Sex ratio is 929 females per 1000 males. In the last census, a fall from the 934 in 1991, and state expenditure on health is a woeful 0.5% of its income. While literacy rate is better than the national average, its spread is uneven, with urban areas showing a higher rate than tribal districts, also skewing the figures considerably. The agrarian crisis has only worsened, and the government's own data says 12,021 farmers committed suicide between 2015 to 18. Parts of Maharashtra are plagued by drought, and there have been no measures to alleviate the situation. Whichever government has been in power, it has the pathetic record of the most polluted rivers in the country, with industrial effluents dumped into them. In the monsoon preceding the assembly elections, Western Maharashtra experienced unprecedented rains and floods. The perception that the BJP led government was callous towards farmers, rural Maharashtra, and Tier 2 cities became stronger. Over 5 years of the BJP Sena rule, mega crore infrastructure projects have been rolled out. But there has been continuous conflict over acquisition of land, destruction of the environment, and lack of agency of the people affected by all these projects. Government simply did not seem to listen to its people, whether it was protests over the felling of trees in the Array forest of the metro yard, or the farmers of Nashik protesting the acquisition of land for the Samriddhi corridor, or the bullet train project that will destroy tribal areas in Palghar and Dahanu. The new government will definitely inherit all of this, and its common minimum program, yet to be spelled out for the public, will have to take a stand on these projects. It will also have to address BJP's larger national agenda, from the push for the controversial National Register of Citizens and the Citizenship Amendment Bill to the Industrial Relations Code Bill 2019, which will allow further flexibility for dismantling of PSUs and contractualization, as the three allies occupy the high moral ground again. It remains to be seen whether they hold together or abrogate their responsibility to the people of Maharashtra. Full stop. Over.